So I'm about ready to do something that's completely insane. I mean, it is batch crazy. Starting today and every single day in the month of March, I'm gonna be streaming live on YouTube showing you how I design things. This makes no sense. Why would I do this to myself? I've been sitting here trying to question it for at least a couple of hours now that I made this impulsive decision, and then I already introduced it. I already announced it up on social media, so I'm stuck. I'm here. The reason I'm doing it is because I'm a little bit of a crossroads right now. If you're one of the few that have paid any kind of close attention to what I've been doing lately, I'm trying to build something here. But the last couple of months have been a little bit weird about that, and so I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of, not necessarily reinvent, but kind of shift how I do things. There'll be more videos about this in the future, but the point is that I need to kind of make a little bit of a pivot, just to kind of change things up a tiny bit so that they make more sense for what's coming in the future. The other path on that crossroads is you. Really, it's your interest in things like Affinity. I've personally been trying to pull myself away from the Affinity content because I didn't want to get pigeonholed as to being the kind of person that only does Affinity content. But it doesn't seem, no matter how much I try to do that, there's still all these people reaching out for Affinity content, wanting me to do more.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So I thought in my infinite wisdom, how about I do more streaming videos where I'm doing the actual design work in the Affinity tools, and that way you guys get to see how I use Affinity, plus you get to see what I'm going to design, plus you get to hear a little bit why I'm designing the particular things that I am going to be designing. And that's all fine and good until I decided to double or maybe triple down on the idea and say, let's do it every day in March. There's actually one other decision that I made today that's a little bit impactful on what I'm going to be doing here and in other places, and that is that I'm going to be taking a 31-day social media break. I'm not going to be on Twitter, I'm not going to be on Instagram, I'm not going to be on Facebook, not that I was ever that much on Facebook anyway. I'm not going to be on Snapchat or TikTok or any of those other places for the next 31 days. I will be here, of course, and yes, being streaming live is a little bit social, but it's different to me. The reason is that I just feel like I need a bit of a detox from that stuff, but also just kind of want to refocus my energy in something else. One of the things that I haven't done in a very long time is write. I used to be very prolific with my writing. In fact, you may or may not know this, but I've actually written a few books. Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to write another book in the future, but even if I wanted to, what I feel like I need to do is kind of get back in the habit. And the only way to get back in the habit is to actually write. So I'm going to be doing some writing for myself. I'm going to be writing on my blog. I'm going to be writing for my newsletter and doing all those things just to kind of get myself in the habit. So I'm actually replacing social media with my time in front of a keyboard. There's one last aspect to this that I'm not exactly sure how it fits in here, but it's something that I've been contemplating in the back of my head for a little bit, and that is that I want to be a little bit more entertaining.
Are you not entertained?
I want to come in here and have a little bit more fun because I feel like I'm doing a lot of like very didactic stuff where I'm saying, hey, let's teach these people something about something. And that's cool and all, but really what I want to do is just, I want to have a good time. For you, for me, I'm going to make these videos a little bit shorter, make them a little bit funnier.
Funny how?
Make them a little bit more interesting. I don't know, but I just kind of want to be more entertainment and maybe with a little bit of the education there mixed in a little bit. It's part of the sauce, but it's not the whole thing. And in some weird kind of mental moment, I thought to myself, which is the only kind of thinking you actually do because you don't think to others, but I thought if I got online, streamed what I was doing, had a little bit of interaction with whoever happened to show up, and just kind of tried to be a little bit more of a fun guy, then maybe that might teach me something about making content that's a little bit more, fun.
Me funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you.
Because even though my intention is to have a fun and entertaining time every time I produce a video, it doesn't always come out that way. And I think it has something to do with the fact that I just haven't trained myself to do that thinking. Look, the real point is this. I'm going to be here for 31 days streaming all the things. And that's going to be, the designs itself. It's going to be the programs, and it's going to be the projects. I'm going to be talking about all of this stuff and kind of sharing it all with you, getting some input, and we're just going to hear, we're going to have fun. At least we're going to try. We're going to try and have fun. I'm going to try and have fun. I hope you try and have fun too. Because I kind of came up with this with the seat of my pants, I don't really have all the logistics mapped out yet. But there's one thing you can absolutely guarantee, that if you come here at 1 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be up in this shed doing my thing live for you. And then the next day, and then the next day. Will it be the same time every single day? That's my anticipation. If you show up, you bring some friends, maybe you'll be able to participate somehow in whatever it is I'm doing. I don't know what that means yet. So you're just going to have to come check it out and see. So go ahead and write that one down in your calendar, or at the very least, subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that bell button so it'll notify you when I'm actually going to go live. And, since you're down there, hit that like button because that would be awesome. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you very soon. Remember, be good today, be even better later today when I see you, and see you next time.